is Galaxy Greek, and this is episode 5. No topic, baby. Let's get it. First conversation we have here, a lot of people ain't gonna like this. So I'm gonna play the video for y'all, and then y'all could comment on there.
Are you okay being the breadwinner in a relationship?
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship. You mean any man I'm with?
Yeah.
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship.
But would you be okay if you were?
I'm not. There's no man I know from you. He got a regular job. He work at a warehouse. I will chip in as he see fit because he's the head. Now, this is the way I was raised. A lot of women not going to agree with me.
No, they ain't gonna agree with that,
I'm cool if you don't.
The breadwinner, he has normally, that person has the larger voice in the relationship.
He's a man. He's going to have, this is what I
But what if you
believe.
got the money, you making the money?
No, this is what I believe.
Okay.
I believe I am advice and concurrence.
Okay.
He is the head of the household. Now, this is how I believe. Okay. The word did not originate with me. He is the head of the household. People need to start reading Ephesians. That I want to make his life better and easier, but I'm not the head of the household.
That a lot of people don't got no respect, no hierarchy. You feel me? And this, I'm not gonna go too deep into this shit. This is gonna go and stand for the people that is in a serious committed relationship or married. If y'all do it, the official way with the government and stuff like that. If y'all want to get married that way, you know what I mean? This goes for those people. I don't really consider this for boyfriend and girlfriend. Nah, that's not gonna last. But people that's gonna be committed, they, however you want to tie the knot, get people a ring, verbally agree to it, like adults, hold accountability. I know it's hard for y'all to hold accountability, but hold accountability. So what we're talking about is a woman that's making more money than a man. So I'm gonna break it down like this. I feel like if you meet a guy, he got his own car, and even if he don't have an own car, he got money to call Ubers, to go back and forth. He got a job, he got an apartment. He got investments, you know what I mean? He handled his stuff. He don't have money issues. You know what I mean? Of course, shit could be tight here and there, but he's holding his own like a man. He's ambitious, you know what I mean? That's somebody who you want to link with. Not girls be like, oh, I mess with guys who I see potential with. He's been in and out of jail. I think my coochie could save him. Woo da woo, wah da wop. That's high risk management. That's gambling with your future. Now we talk about the guys who's a 9-to-5 hustler, entrepreneur. They get their own paper. Girls, listen. Deal for a guy who got the basic financial structure. Then you could talk about building or have a future with or have kids or whatever the case would be. And y'all could see if y'all have a family, because, usually girls got issue that if he not making enough money and they have kids, she can't force to stay home and stuff like that. Now, that goes deeper into the conversation where you're going to have to figure out if you have a family support. You know what I mean? Even if you are a stay-at-home mom and have 1 or 2 kids, sometimes you still need family support. Not really financial support, but family support. You know what I mean? Does it get overwhelming? You're not seasoned. That's why you got grandmas, aunties, cousins. You know what I mean? If you got older nieces, whatever, it could help you enough when you have kids and shit. That's what you need. Like, no, you know what I mean? Keep up with me. I'm dropping gems, baby. I'm dropping gems. So, okay. So we're going to keep it simple. Let's say there's no kids in the equation right now. Right? So I feel like if you talking to a guy, you know what I mean? He got his own shit going on. You talk to a girl, she's almost the same level as you. She's fortunate enough to make more money. This is teamwork. When you see teams play 5-on-5, like say basketball, analogy now, stay with me. You play 5-on-5, The player don't care who's making the most points if they're not selfish. As long as they win the game. That's all it is, bro. As long as teamwork. When y'all get married, it's teamwork. You didn't adopt a pet. You know what I mean? You don't want to keep on feeding money into a tube that you're not getting nothing back. You know what I mean? That don't make no sense. Like, you gotta have a woman that stands out from the bunch. What makes her special from the other millions and billions of girls in the world? You know what I mean? Like, that's how the mindset should be when guys is vetting girls, and girls should understand that if she is talking to a high value man, why he's choosing me. So I'm not trying to go too much of the topic, because there's more women is complaining about guys not making enough, right? But back in the day, it's been teamwork. And I know people won't be like, what? We talk about teamwork. It's been teamwork and stuff. If, the man is outside working money, if the man is outside working 100 hours, whatever how many hours you work, and they have kids or whatever the case would be, she's at home, take care of the kids. Or she's staying home just to take care of their house, and she is making her own money. The smart thing to do is, and when y'all married, let's talk about this. When y'all married, do that. When y'all married, you work, she take her money, she invest it. That's for the future. So when y'all do have kids, y'all could afford to, pay for a nanny. I don't advise paying for a nanny, but if you want to pay your family members and stuff like that, because they are taking time out of the day to watch your kids or whatever the case would be. But or you have enough money to take off for a year or two, or whatever the case may be, to take care of the kids and stuff like that. I feel like in school, they don't teach you financial literacy. You know what I mean? So everything is just like, a lot of people just depend on the government. EBT, food stamps, yada yada, whoop whoop, the whole nine. So I feel like if people build a good financial system and build a hierarchy and support system, and know who is this support system, everybody will have a better time when it's time to settle down, instead of chasing fantasies and dreams. Because a lot of females and even guys too, sometimes I don't think it's a lot of guys, but a lot of guys chase a fantasy that I need a yellow bone bad bitch, woo woo, coke body, yada yada. You know what I mean? Shorty who's gonna do threesomes. There's some guys like that, not majority. Trust me, it's not as high a number as people think. But when you have a focused mindset and know what you want, it's gonna be way smoother when you get into a relationship. So what she was saying in the video makes sense. So it's like, if the guy is making money and she's making money, or she's a supposed definition breadwinner but making money, she said it don't matter how much money she's making, he's going to be the head of the household, no matter what, to keep a balance. You know what I mean? And everything else falls suit. Just because she's making more money don't mean she's going to run into a bullet. When somebody break into a house, she's going to be like, yo, watch out, hubby. I'm about to take this bullet for you. No, it's not. The same way you expect a girl to stay in their role, a girl wants a guy to stay in a role, no matter what the financial situation is. If you getting beat up, or somebody break into the house, or your family's in danger, or whatever the case may be, you want the guy to stand up and be in front line to protect you and your family. You know what I mean? You don't want the guy to be like, oh, I'm not gonna be in this. Baby, handle that shit. You the head of the household. That should look crazy. I know somewhere in the world there's a girl who really do all that. They ready to run in front of the bullet, like, yeah, baby, I got this. Nah. Nah, that's not how it works. You'll get clapped, baby. You'll get shot up. You know what I mean? So you gotta follow the hierarchy. Man is always on the top total pole. They are the leaders. Woman gotta come second. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, bro. That's just what it is. As me, as a man, I'd be like, yo, I can't even imagine myself if somebody break into the crib and I'd be like, yo, baby, go handle that shit. See who's downstairs, who breaking inside the crib. Just because she make a few $1,000s more than me. You know what I mean? Because I know women tend to quickly shift left and right just to disrespect you when she knows she's making more money. You know what I mean? It's not even the fact where she's paying on the bills, but just knowing she's making more money, she feel like she don't need you anymore. And I feel like that shit crazy. And a lot of girls do that. They're like, oh, I don't need a man. They got OnlyFans. They got all types. They doing pornos. They doing anything that kind of degrade themselves just to get money bought from. And the 90% of the customers is for men. It's not women. Woman is not falling for the simp shit. It's men is reverting and paying for, you know, videos and all that stuff like that, and simping and all that stuff, and tricking on girls. That shit don't make no sense. Like, that don't make no sense. Now, if a girl is making money off of doing something that's not degrading herself, that's a big plus, bro. But majority of girls, the income is coming from sad men that can't talk to girls in real life. They spending freaking bands and maxing out their cards just to get a hello from a female. That shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So that was one conversation. I don't know if everybody gonna get it. What I'm talking about is gonna go over your head, but I'm just saying that I'm with the woman about the old school. No matter how much money she makes and how much money he makes or whatever it could be, if she met him, I said this goes for the man that is stable. You know what I mean? That is driven and hardworking. When you run into a man like that, and you get a woman that's driven and focused, when they both come together and they got respect for each other, the world is yours, bro. It's just that simple. The world is yours. I know a lot of girls feel insecure by being with a man that has some type of power because you can't kind of control them, like remote control, you know what I mean? So they always tend to get to a guy who's in jail, like, oh well, I'm a wife up, I'm a lock down this guy because he's in jail. So once he get back, you know, he gonna be with me. 9 out of 10, no, that's not gonna happen. It's like for girls, she locked up for stabbing a man 10 times or stealing or shooting somebody. Once she get out of jail, she's going right back to the old nigga, or she gonna go back to her home girl. Wherever she gonna go back somewhere, she's not gonna go with the guy that was their pen pal talking about marriage and hooking up. No, bro, she talking to like 10,000, 100 men on those websites and shit. That's it's for their mental. It's just to keep them sane, give them hope and shit. I don't never heard nobody have a successful relationship when somebody's incarcerated. Never, bro. They always leave, bro. That's just what it is. They leave, get another girl pregnant, or whatever they do, or whatnot, or they live in their house. They don't want to work. It's just a joke. And another topic of the discussion is the mom found out the girl is a lesbian. You know what I mean?
Like, you got so my blood running through you and your daddy blood. How you gonna have with somebody else's child out here?
So I'm supposed to be with somebody that I don't love so you could be happy?
You damn right. You damn
well,
right.
How does that work?
It works just fine for me. Okay?
So she wants to put me out of her house.
Yes, you won't get the stepping if you don't get you a man come up in here and create me a baby.
So then what am I supposed to do, Mom? You want me to out the house because of who I'm dating?
Yes, I do.
And then what am I supposed to do?
You do what you want to do when you out my house, but long as you in my house, you gonna have a decent relationship.
But the thing
this
is,
come
Mom,
from the old school, baby. The old school. What I'm talking about is a man and a woman procreate and they have babies. Not a woman and a woman, okay? Y'all can't have babies together. Don't you understand?
But she is a better partner than I've ever had in my entire life. But I'm supposed to be with somebody that I don't want. But
not by my book.
She has treated me the best that I've ever had in my whole life, Mom. But you want me to go and settle and be with somebody that I don't love. Yeah, that's what you prefer.
Guess what? You gotta grow to love people. Okay? You gotta get to know the person. Okay. All right? You ain't even get no man no chance.
All right.
How you supposed to love a man? You ain't even let a man in your life. You just saw this woman supposed to give you everything. No, ma'am. Not in this house, not under my roof. No, ma'am. Try again.
So can I ask you a question?
No, ask me. I'ma tell you.
Are you happy?
I'm wonderfully happy. Me and your daddy been married for 23 years.
It's been good all 23 years.
All 23. We have our ups and downs, and you know that.
Okay.
But you here. You here. Ain't ya? Yes, you are. So I need you to do this. I need you to find you a decent husband, and I need you to bring him
You
up
can
in
let
my
that
house
go, Mom, because I'm
so
not having a
I can
husband.
have some
I don't think she like niggas at all. So I'm picturing the daughter scissoring like this, you know what I mean, on the crib. And I don't know how old her daughter is. She's like 27 or something like that. She's like up the age range, you feel me? And she said, yo, you know, I want grandkids. She said, you got my blood. I didn't bring you in the world by me scissoring another girl, coochie tapping and shit. You know what I mean? I brought you man, woman. She said, stay in line, stay in program. Like, if you're gonna be in my house, you gotta get a man. If you're not, you gotta move out. And I agree with her, bro. Back in the day, man, you have respect for your parents. Until you leave the household, then you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So people's not brought to the world by coochie clapping and stuff. You know what I mean? And for me, I don't know. It's double standards. I've had a girl kiss another girl. That other stuff, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. But other stuff is crazy. Girl action, I'm not really that mad about it. I'm sad about losing a baddie to another baddie, or a baddie to a little shorty got a little mid baddie. It's just like, damn, man, that's a waste of woman and shit. Like, damn, god damn, like she bad now. She just every day whoop 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 whoop. Man, that shit crazy. And she's playing her mom face, bro. That's crazy. But you know, I feel like out of respect, I don't know if she was trying to bring the girl over to her mom's crib when she's not there or whatever it could be. Yeah, I won't let it happen in my household. You know what I mean? But you know, she's her own person. She's free to do whatever she want. So I say, yo, you can do whatever you want, baby. But you can't do that shit in my crib. You know what I mean? I just can't support it. I can't support it. I say I can't bring it in my crib. I'm not going to even try to entertain that type of activity respectfully. You feel me? So yeah, that's the only topic I was going to talk about. That's the two topics I was talking about. If you had seen it, they had like a whole bunch of memes on the war in Iraq for Iran, and they was tweeting like Twitter fingers on that drawing, like talking about, yeah, you gonna see what's gonna happen. It's gonna last, whatever they say. You're gonna see what happened. You're gonna watch what happened. I'm gonna put somebody in the coffin. Pretty much, I'm gonna sum it up. Iran trying to put niggas in their coffin. I ain't like the way they tweeting. You know what I mean? That's that free Wi-Fi. I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad what he did. You know what I mean? Trump said he got slide, so he slide. So I'm gonna say that's some savage shit. You heard? So next episode is no topic and shit. You feel me? I'm trying to bring some special guesses, man. I'm trying to bring some special guesses. It's gonna happen soon. You know what I mean? I've been in the works. So I've been on the phone calls. You heard? I've been talking to a few people. I'm supposed to be flying out to a few places. You know what I mean? Secret guesses. Y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna see, baby. Yeah, you're gonna have some secret guesses and shit. It's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna have no topic world tour, baby. We about to go live and direct out on the streets. You know what I mean? I'm gonna touch some grass, go overseas. I gotta renew my passport, baby. And then we're gonna get active. So we're gonna bring no topic out on the field. You heard? Yeah, that's what we doing. No topic on the field. Let's see what else we can fuck around with. Let's see. I've been seeing some crazy shit. But yeah, I'm supposed to go to If y'all don't know, man, I'm trying to do like an album release party and shit in the East Coast. You heard? Ha. But I do this album release party. That shit gonna be lit. I've been working on live music. That shit been hitting. Yeah, I like that. And then go to the West Coast. I need to pull up to the West Coast. I ain't go to that BET shit, but that shit look lit, bro. That shit was way more organized than it was, I think, last year. You know what I mean? So that BET Awards looked like it was lit. But I'm definitely gonna be pulling up next year for the awards for sure. I'm definitely pulling up on everything. I'm pulling up on everything. Shit. And then Chris Brown is back doing pictures and shit. You know what I mean? Breaking relationships and breaking marriages all at the same time. Like, he got the girl like this. He said he got the girl respectfully putting her hand back. She took to his hand and said, yo, man, feel on these cheeks. Man, shorty freaky. Like, what the fuck? Like, she ought to have a whole boyfriend in the crib right now. He on Facebook scrolling, on Instagram scrolling. Boom, there's his girl getting grabbed on the cheek, getting cheeked up. You know what I mean? Nah, that shit crazy. Hell nah. But fucking, you know, Chris Brown, my homie. Yeah, yo.
Yo, what's good? I hope you liked that episode. This is Galaxy from No Topic. Subscribe and turn that notifications on, baby.